Skylar here?
I just leave her at home.
Is that?
I'm not trying to stop grandma.
Hudson's like pretty stoked. He's like strutting around with the letter on his jersey.
Oh, he has a letter.
Yeah, he's got the A.
Did he keep the grip tape on or no?
Yeah. Everyone was just like, I came in and Hudson was like, yeah, it's pretty style. Like clearly other kids were like, whoa. It's like offensively vibrating. I'll be right back.
I can go down there. I don't know. I don't think my mom can get up there. Yeah, I'll go down with them.
All right. New York something? Dynamo. All right, and we are off. Game 1 of the Bell Capital Cup. I think that's what the tournament's called. Against New York Dynamo. All right. Declan Murphy sporting the C today. Sends it around the net. Caleb in pursuit. Dynamo gets to it first. Pass to the D, makes it. Stolen by Ostapek. Toe drags around a defender. And he'll go for a line change. Dynamo in transition. Clearing attempt intercepted. Shot from the slot, and that one will squeak through Maddie. Bit of a screenshot there. She got a piece of it, but squeaks in, and Dynamo is off to an early 1-0 lead. 11:10 to go in the first. All right, Blazers will look to even things up. Cooper Lackey on the draw, flanked by Dax Bennett and Mason Perron, with Connor Murphy and Ty Glasper on the point. Nice pass by Shot, blocker save. Mason Perron close on the rebound there. Lackey gets the puck first. He'll try and send it into the corner. Perron gets it. Centering pass to Lackey, Shot, nice blocker save again. And the Dynamo will skate it out with Mason Perron furiously back-checking, causes a turnover. And I think we have an offside. Yeah. Nice back check there by Mason Perron, forcing the turnover. All right, Rhino on the draw. Dynamo comes away with it. They'll send it into the Blazers' end, where Ty Glasper gets it behind his own net and turns up ice, overskates the puck. He'll do a D-to-D pass to Murph. Murph, D-to-D pass is intercepted, and Dynamo has it. They'll move it back to the point, back to the forward. Side steps check. Centering pass picked off by Colton Kelso. Nice read there. He'll drop it back to Ty Glasper, who will regroup behind his own net. He'll settle things down here and take a look. Nice breakout pass to Rhino. Rhino under immediate pressure, but Glasper's there to collect the loose puck, and he'll move it up. Nice breakout pass. Dynamo again intercepts and sends it back. Blazers looking a little discombobulated this morning. Early morning game. Maybe not enough coffee. And here comes Colton Kelso with a head of steam. It's knocked off his stick, but into the Dynamo end. They'll chip it up the boards, where Ostapek picks it off. Davidson in pursuit. Battle forward in the corner. Dynamo comes away with it, but OD's there to steal the puck. Centering pass out to Zach Moore. Zach Moore shoots off a defender's ass, and Davidson has it in the corner. He looks out in front, and centering pass goes to Osti, who loses the handle. Davidson pressuring. Nice back check by Max Davidson there, and he'll clear the zone. Dynamo gets it. They'll pass it out to center, where it is almost picked off by OD. Draw from out wide. Hudson Ling chips it up the boards to Ostapek, who's got some time to skate it out. He'll saucer it over, but it is picked off. And shot from far out, easily handled by Matty. Ostapek with the rebound. He'll chip it up the boards to Davidson, who chips it past the defender. Tries to move it over to OD, but puck is bouncing on him, and Dynamo will regroup at center. All right, Dynamo with the puck, forced wide by Dax Bennett. Good pressure there. Defenseman will send it back in, hit some traffic along the boards, and back to the blue line and out. Here comes Dynamo across the line. Oh boy. Shot hit his stick just over Matty and hit the top of the crossbar. Blazers are fortunate there. And Dynamo player going for a line change, misses the puck, and here comes Mason Perron. Nice pass over to Lackey. Lackey sidesteps a check, and great shot. Just good save there. Murph with the rebound. Hits something in front, goes wide. Mason Perron with the centering attempt off a pad. He's got it again. loses the handle, and Dynamo will clear the zone. Murph sends it back in. We have 7:26 to go in the first. Still 1-0 Dynamo. Caleb Falkenberg pinches and keeps it alive. Dynamo steals it back, and they will skate it out. Centering pass, it's a skate. Murph has it. He'll spot Mason Perron. Mason Perron across to Rhino and just bounces over his stick. Dynamo reverses, and they'll send it up the boards where it's kept in by Declan Murphy. Nice pass to Kelso. Kelso dangles, backhand. It's in the slot, and Gold Mill scramble, and Dynamo come away with the puck. Centering pass hits a skate, but Dynamo recovers. And they will send one in just wide of the goal net, and Murph has it. He turns and looks up ice. He's looking for the stretch pass, and a fortuitous bounce, and it gets the Tabachuk. Almost got picked off. Drop pass to Rhino. Rhino sends it back down low to Tabachuk. Tabachuk with the centering attempt hits the net and picked off by Dynamo, and here they come. And we have an offside. 5:54 to go in the first. New York Dynamo 1, Kanata Blazers 0. All right, Dynamo wins the draw, but Max Davidson's there to steal the puck. He goes wide. He's got some steam. He's got OD driving the net. Saucer pass to OD. Backhand pass, or shot just wide. Pass was a little behind OD. Max puts another backhand shot on it. It's in the slot, and Ostapik banging away at it. Can't quite get it past the goaltender. Blazers with a couple of good scoring chances. All right, Max Davidson in to take the offensive zone draw. He'll win it back to Ostapik, who tries to sidestep a man and loses the handle. And Dynamo breaks out. They're coming through the neutral zone. They lose control of the puck. They'll force to chip it in where Max Davidson retrieves it, and he'll go for a skate around his net. Sends it up the boards to OD, but puck bounces on him. And the Blazers are forced to fight for the puck back. And Davidson will win it. He'll send it around the boards. Osty gets there. Is able to chip it out past his man, and OD, trying to go around a player, hits a skate, and the puck is sent into the Blazers bench. For those of you just tuning in, it is New York Dynamo 1, Kanata Blazers 0. 4:54 to go in the first period. Dynamo wins the draw. They'll bank it off the boards. Hudson Ling gets it. He'll clear the zone. It's chipped out to center where Dynamo's first on the scene. Good pressure by Dax Bennett, and he forces the defender to catch an edge. But they will skate it out. Mason Perron with the puck. He turns, his pass is picked off. Good job there by the Sheriff to stop him. And here comes Dax Bennett with a head of steam. Nice inside-out move. Puck's knocked off his stick. Hudson Ling will keep it alive, but it is poked out. He ties up his man, and Mason Perron in support. Lackey tries to chip it up the boards, but it hits a skate. And Dynamo comes away with the puck. They're content to dump it in and go for a line change. Zach Moore collects the puck behind his own net, and he looks up ice. Stretch pass just out of reach of Colton Kelso, but too hot to handle for the defender. Zach Moore just misses connecting on that pass, and here come the Dynamo again. They're going to have to tag up, but Zach has it again. Nice saucer pass up to Colton Kelso, but again, under pressure, it's knocked off his stick, and Dynamo has the puck in their own end. They shoot it around the boards. Colton Kelso pressuring. Kept in by Rhino. Good forecheck by this line. Dynamo come away with it, however. And they'll dump it in from center. And Declan Murphy collects the puck behind his net. He sends it up around the boards, but it's picked off. And here comes Dynamo with the head of steam. Ooh, short angle shot. He had a bit of room there, top corner. Matty played the angles well, though. And it's back to the point. Dynamo shot from the point, hits a skate, goes wide. Foot race for it. Dynamo gets it. They send it behind the Blazers' net. Murph gets it. He'll chip it up the boards. Just out of reach of Rhino, and the defender gets it. He tries to sidestep a man and loses the handle. And Blazers almost had a breakaway. And we have a tripping penalty coming up against the Dynamo as Rhino had his feet taken out from under him. So with 2:39 to go in the first, the Blazers will go to the power play and look to even things up against New York Dynamo. This power play unit consists of Max Davidson at center, OD and Ostapik on the wings, and Ty Glasper and Connor Murphy on the point. Davidson on the draw. He'll win it over to OD, who sends it back to Murph at the point. Murph D-to-D to Ty Glasper. Glasper will put one on net. And a bouncing puck just through the slot, or through the crease and just wide of the net. Max Davidson behind the net to OD. He loses the handle, but he gets to it. Centering attempt, bounces, and the goalie covers up for a whistle. 1:42 to go on the power play. Davidson on the draw again. He'll win it back cleanly to Ty Glasper. Fumbles the puck but recovers it. Moves it down to OD. OD's pass misses the target and is picked off by New York. And they skate it out to center. Where they'll... Oh, amazing back check by Davidson. He came out of nowhere. And Ostapik will skate it up. Davidson goes wide. He's got OD driving the net. He drops it back for Ostapik. Ostapik shields the puck with his body. Davidson steals it back. He's got some traffic. He cuts to the net. He shoots, but it is blocked by a defender. And they'll send it down deep, where Hudson Ling's forced to retreat it behind his own end and his own net. He'll let Perrin take it. Perrin will send it across the ice to Zach. Zach will send it back to Perrin. Nice give and go there. Perrin with some speed, gains his own. He fires it around the net, where it looks like New York will get to it first. New York defender making some nice moves, and we have a one-on-one shaping up here. Hudson Ling ties his man up, and he'll send the puck out to Cooper Lackey, who, with a head of steam, will get past two players, one-on-one. He's looking for a shot, and it is easily caught and held by the goaltender. Nice rush, though. So the Blazers have 17 seconds left in the power play. Still 1-0 New York, 56 seconds left to go in the first. So final minute of the play in the first period. Cooper Lackey on the draw. He'll win it cleanly to Caleb. Caleb's over to Declan. Declan shot from the point, off a helmet. Looks like Dax Bennett took that one in the melon. Blazers forced to tag up. Meanwhile, New York gets the puck. We're back to even strength, 37 seconds to go in the first. Nice move by the New York player. His backhand centering pass is intercepted. Bouncing puck goes right to Lackey, who loses an edge. And here come New York. They're content to dump it down. Final 20 seconds of play in the first period. Ty Glasper behind his own end net. He moves it up to Tabachuk. Tabachuk moves it up to Bennett. Bennett crosses the line. He'll put one towards the net, but it's picked off by a New York defender. He will bank it up the boards and clears the zone with a head of steam, but he runs out of time. which is good news for the Blazers because there was an odd man rush shaping up there. All right, after one period of play, it is 1-0 for the New York Dynamo. All right, we're ready to start the second period. These tournament games are a little shorter than regular season games, so we have 12-minute periods. All right, Blazers come away with the face-off win. Tabachuk. Ty Glasper over to Murph. Murph sends it up just out of reach at Colton Kelso, and we will have an icing. All right, New York comes away with the face-off win. They move it back to the point. D to D pass. Shot through traffic, saved and covered by Maddie. All right, Rhino on the defensive zone draw. He'll win it back to Ty Glasper, who will reverse behind his own net, bank it off the boards to Murph, who will pass it back to him. So the Blazers will look to break out here. Puck chipped up to Tabachuk, who moves it neatly to Rhino, but it's knocked off his stick. And here comes New York, but Tabachuk there to force his man wide. And the puck is in the Blazers' end, now behind the Blazers' net, as New York will bank it on the boards to the point, where Tabachuk immediately pressures his man. And Tabachuk a little overzealous with the stick, and we have a tripping call. So the Blazers, for the first time tonight, will be on the penalty kill. And Dynamo will look to increase their lead to 2 goals. 10:54 to go in the second period, still 1-0 New York. This PK unit consists of Ostapik, Davidson, Ling, and Moore. Davidson on the draw. He'll win it over. Hudson Ling gets it. He will get it to the point, but not out. Puck rolled on him, and he'll have a second try to get it out. He banks it off the boards, bounces, but kept in again. As New York sets up. The New York player goes behind the goal line. He's behind the net. He's looking for a centering pass. Doesn't see anything. His pass to the D is picked off by Davidson, who is more than happy to send it down the length of the ice. And Ostapik is pressuring. Good pressure there by Ostapik. Turnover. Ostapik steals it. Davidson along the boards. He'll put one on net. Goalie deflects it into the corner. Ostapik's first on the scene. So far, so good for this Blazers penalty kill. New York will get the puck back and skate it out. Puck is just out of reach of Ling. Zach Moore has it. He'll bank it off the boards to Davidson. Davidson will try to clear it, but it hits the skate and it gets to the point, but not out. New York with the point shot. Big rebound, goes wide. New York fans on the pass to the blue line where Ostapik will pick it up. He reverses, and his clearing attempt hits the skate, and he gets a second chance, and he will clear it to center, but New York gets the puck back. Hudson Ling gets it. He'll bank it off the glass and out. As the penalty killers all go for a change. And New York will come up. 18 seconds left in the power play. So far, so good by this Blazers penalty kill. They haven't given New York much. Caleb Falkenberg will dump it in, and that should just about do it. 10 seconds left in the power play. 9:02 to go in the second. Still 1-0 New York. Good pressure there by Cooper Lackey to force his man wide. Caleb Falkenberg keeps him down low and muscles his man off the puck and steals it. Battle behind the net for it. And Murph comes away with it. Sends it down the ice. They're going to say not icing. Went through the crease. Maybe they think the goalie should have played it. I don't know. It was also right at the tail end of that penalty kill. So, all right, New York will skate it out of their own end. They're coming through the neutral zone. They'll poke it ahead, but it's picked off by Murph. His stretch pass hits a skate. And Dax Bennett sidesteps a man, and he's got some speed. He cuts through the middle. He's got some room. He shoots. Didn't get everything he wanted on it, but still almost squeaked one by 5-hole. Mason Perron in there pressuring. Puck goes up the boards. Falkenberg fails to keep it in. We have a 2-on-1 shaping up here. Murph is the lone man back. They'll shoot. Maddie makes a routine glove save. Rebound, another save. Puck goes over the net. Goal scramble, keeping things interesting right now. And the centering attempt clears the zone, and New York will be forced to tag up. New York gains the zone. Pass is fanned on, but gets it to the player in the end. And New York has the puck on the wall. They'll turn and fire it towards the middle where Murph sends it up into the corner, out of danger. Falkenberg collects the puck behind his own net and looks up ice. He passes to Perron. Perron's got some time. He'll skate it out and chip it up to Lackey. Lackey will flip it in, and those forwards will go for a line change. New York regroups behind their net. There's skated out of their own end. They're through the neutral zone. They'll chip it in. There's ref saying no ice. And Colton Kelso can't quite get to the puck first. And New York will spin back, and they'll put one on net, but blocked by Ty Glasper. And great save by Maddie. Great play there by Maddie, doing her best Dominic Hasek impression, flopping around, but covering the puck. It's been a couple tense goal-mouth scrambles against the Blazers, but Maddie's been up to the task so far. All right, defensive zone draw for Rhino. 6:51 to go in the second period. 1-0 Dynamo. Dynamo wins a draw. Shot through traffic. Blocker saved by Maddie. Puck moved up to Noah Tabachuk. He banks it off the boards and out. Rhino gets it. He's got some speed. He's looking for a trailer. He sauces it over and just out of reach of Colton Kelso. Right idea, just a little off the mark. Kelso centering past to Tabachuk. Tabachuk spins, puts it towards the Rhino, but it goes through everyone, and Dynamo get the puck back. They try and bank it out. No luck. Kept in at the blue line by Ty Glasper. Good hustle there. Puck turned over, but turned over once again to New York, and New York will skate it out to center. They gain center and lose the puck under some good back check by Rhino. Ty Glasper will settle things down, and he'll look up ice. He'll chip it up to Noah Tabachuk. It goes through everyone and slides all the way down. No icing on the play. And Tabachuk, great effort to get there first. But New York comes away with the puck. They'll skate it out. O'Donnell tries to stop him, and he will force the turnover, but Max Davidson recovers. He goes wide. He's got a head of steam. He's looking for a trailer. He shoots. He's going short side. There is a bit of room there. Hit the goalie in the chest, and now here comes New York. They will gain center and dump it in. Hudson Ling gets the puck. He will do the make a stretch pass to Owen Ostapik. Ostapik's got some room, but he catches an edge on the blue line. able to control the puck. Max Davidson gets it. He'll send it down low to OD. OD sets up shop. He makes a backhand pass that's picked off, but he's there battling back to get it. Davidson comes away with it. And he's muscled off the puck by the New York player. And we have a 1-on-2. Zach Moore confidently steals that, moves it up to OD just behind him and squeaks through, and the New York goalie will put it into the corner. And Dax Bennett has the puck. His pass hits a skate, but he's able to get it back, but New York does clear zone. And New York will move it over, where Zach will pick it up. Oh, no, it's poked out of reach just at the last second. Hudson Ling will gather the puck up behind his own end. He'll fire it around the boards, where Owen Ostapik will, in a foot race, loses the foot race, but clears the zone. New York DDD pass is off the mark, and some good pressure by the Blazers. And we have a 3-on-2 shaping up. Shot from far out goes just wide, and Hudson Ling gets it. He's telling his man to go far. He'll clear the zone. His stretch pass didn't quite reach the intended target, and he's forced to skate behind his net. He spins back to Mason Perron on the boards. Perron tries to chip it up the boards, where it's picked off. Shot goes just wide and goes around the boards, where Dax Bennett picks it up. Blazers with speed and some numbers. Dax Bennett goes wide, centering pass to Mason Perron. Perron with the good play, but the New York defender got his stick on the shot and couldn't quite get everything he wanted on it. And, oh boy. Good play there by New York to almost get another goal. Maddie will cover up to settle things down and hold on for a whistle. .3:18 to go in the second period. Blazers still trailing by 1. Defensive zone draw for Rhino. Rhino will win it, hits the ref's skate, and he has forced to win it for a second time. Tabachuk has the puck, squeaks past him to the point. Defender shoots, hits the shin pad, and goes wide through traffic. Rhino picks it off and clears the zone. Rhino picks off a pass, but it's recovered by New York as they gain the Blazer zone, but they are offside. All right, we'll try this one again. Rhino in to take the draw. And puck lies there, and the Blazers come away with it. Colton Kelso loses the handle, but Tabachuk's there. He sidesteps a man, but he loses the handle. Tabachuk forced to go wide, forced to turn back. Some good pressure by New York. He goes D to D. Murph to Falkenberg. Falkenberg surveys. Nice little pass to Rhino. Rhino gains the zone. He gets through the defender, but loses the puck in the process, and the goalie will cover up for a whistle. We have 2:21 to go in the second period. Still 1-0 New York. The line of Davidson, Ostapik, and OG will be in to take an offensive zone draw. They've looked sharp tonight, just haven't quite connected on a goal just yet. Davidson loses the draw, but recovers the puck. He's stripped of the puck. New York breaks out. They fumble at center, and Davidson there to collect the loose puck. He chips it up the boards, but not out. Sent back to the New York blue line, where they recover and they turn up ice. Their pass is off the mark, and Murph will send it back out. And here comes New York again. Nice poke check by Ty Glasper. Forces his man wide, gives him a little shove for good measure. And Davidson behind his own net, spins back. He'll bank it up around the boards where Ostevik gets it. He's got some time in space. And stretch pass to OD. OD slows up to get around a defender. And they lose the puck. And Ostevik, he's got a man out front. OD gets it. He shoots, he scores! Great centering pass by Owen Ostapik, and even nicer finish by Oliver O'Donnell. So 1:19 to go in the second period, and the Blazers tie the game up. Kuberlaki on the draw. New York wins it. He'll bank it off the boards out to center. He'll skate it into the Blazers' end. Oh, some nice moves there. Zach Moore sends it around the boards to Mason Perron. He's got a bit of time and space. He'll send it up, and Lackey gets there first, but puck bounces on him. Final minute to play in the second period, and we have an offside. So they just had a goal. Oliver O'Donnell from Owen Ostapik, and I think they said Dax Bennett. All right, Blazers win the draw. Hudson Ling gets it. He'll bank it off the boards out to center, where Bennett gets there first, but puck bounces on him, and New York will carry it over, but they lose the handle. Hudson Ling also loses the handle. Zach Moore will collect the puck. His centering pass gets picked off. He tries to clear it, hits the ref. But Zach comes away with it anyways. He'll skate it up. Oh, centering pass just out of reach of Dax. And the puck goes into the corner. Dax loses his glove. And New York will skate it out of their own end. 3-on-2 shaping up here. Nice pass. They'll go to the net. Maddie will cover up and hold on. 17 seconds to go in the second period. 1-1. Rhino wins the draw back to the D. Murph will chip it out, but it's kept in at the blue line. Battle for it along the boards. Good pressure by Kelso. And Rhino gets it, but it's kept in. 3 seconds to go, and that will do it for the second period. So heading into the third period, the Blazers are tied 1-1 with New York Dynamo. All right, we enter the third period tied 1-1. All right, Rhino in to take the draw. Puck bounces, but Colton Kelso comes away with it. He'll skate it across the line and splits the D, but loses the handle on the puck. And New York will try and send it back out. Hits a skate. Rhino there with some pressure, and Tabachuk will steal it and look up ice. He's stripped of the puck. Rhino tries to clear, bounces, hits a skate. New York turns towards the net. Kelso right there to force the player wide. Maddie with the nice save. Falkenberg shoots it around the boards. New York keeps it in. Upcoming penalty. Colton Kelso with the body contact penalty. Looked good to me, but I guess they thought he was a little bit too rough on the play, and the Blazers will find themselves shorthanded. Their penalty kill is 1 for 1 today. They looked pretty sharp actually on the last penalty kill, so let's hope they can continue that trend. And Max Davidson in to take the defensive zone draw. 14:25 to go in the third. All the periods are a couple minutes shorter than a regular season game. All right, Murph reverses the play. He's muscled off the puck. New York gets it. Pass back to the point. Shot through traffic. Sent wide by Maddie. And puck pinballed in the crease a bit and eventually made its way across the goal line. And New York scores a power play goal to make it 2-1. Maddie made the first couple saves and it just squeaked in behind her and sat on the goal line before it was knocked in. All right, Blazers will look to draw even now. They're trailing 2-1, 14 minutes to go in the third. They win the faceoff, but just out of reach of Ty Glasper. He muscles his man off the puck. Davidson in support. They'll bank it up the boards where it's kept in. Shot from the point is not all they wanted. Defender fans on it. OD breaks out. His centering pass hits a stick, and New York will skate it around their own net. Davidson, or Ostapik, almost picks off the pass out of midair. And here comes New York through center. They've got some speed. All right, Davidson shoots it up the boards, or it's kept in at the point. Shot from far out. Pad save into the corner by Maddie. OD will race to the puck, but he doesn't get there in time. But Max Davidson collects the loose puck. And his saucer pass is out to center where Ostapik gets it. He sidesteps a man, but the puck hits his skate, and he'll go... not go for a line change. It'll look like it, but... All right, here comes New York with some speed. Hudson Ling gets it. He's got some time. He moves it over to Murph. Murph will shoot it up the boards to Bennett, but it hits the ref and ricochets out to center where Mason Perron might get to it first. And he doesn't, but Dax Bennett gets it. He goes backhand, misses just wide. And New York has it behind their net. Lucky bounce there that went the Blazers' way. We almost had a breakaway. Hudson Ling gets it. He'll chip it back out to Dax Bennett. And Bennett collects the puck at center. Nice pass over to Lackey. Lackey shields the puck. It goes wide. He's forced off the... Oh, Hudson Ling gets the puck. He gets it. He'll shoot one on net. Hit some traffic in net. Rebound just wide of the net. Some good pressure by the Blazers here. But New York will skate it out of their own end. They lose the handle. Zach will collect it, send it up to Lackey. Line change by New York gives Lackey some room. He moves in. He shoots through traffic off a skate. Dax Bennett gets it. He passes back to Hudson Ling. Hudson Ling can't control the pass, and he's in a race for it. And Zach behind his own net hits a skate. He'll chip it up the boards to Dax Bennett. Oh, we have a 2-on-1 shaping up. Hudson Ling spins and blocks it, and we have a 2-on-0. Here we go, and he's centering past to shot. Oh! So close. Puck rolled on Dax, hit his shoulder, and went past the goalie and stopped on the red line. The Blazers within an inch of tying this game up. You can hear the fans. This pace is getting pretty crazy. Some back and forth here. Rhino tries to sidestep his man, hits a skate, and New York will send it back in. And Caleb Falkenberg will go collect the puck in his corner. He will reverse. Oh, he loses the handle. Puck rolled on him. New York comes out of the corner and forced wide. Rhino chips it up. He steals it back, hits a skate. Murph collects the loose puck. He'll send it up to Rhino again. And Colton Kelso just barely offside. Feverish pace to this third period as the Blazers are trying to tie this one up. Dax Bennett within an inch of tying the game. All right, Max Davidson on the draw. New York wins it. They'll send it up the boards. Davidson steals it back. He looks up ice. He goes for a skate. Puck's knocked off his stick. Falkenberg regroups at center. Chips it over to OD. Puck rolls on him. OD battling for it. Max Davidson. Centering pass just out of the reach of Owen Ostovic, and we have a penalty coming up to New York. Holding. OD and his man got tied up, and it looks like that was the penalty. I may have missed it while trying to do the commentary and camera work. Either way, the Blazers find themselves on the power play. 10 minutes to go in the third period. Still 2-1 New York. Max Davidson on the offensive zone draw. He's got Perron and O'Donnell with him. And Falkenberg and Moore on the point as this power play looks to even things up. Ostovic battling for the puck. He comes away with it. He's looking for a centering pass. Davidson has it. He moves it to Moore. Moore down low to Ostovic. Ostovic, short angle shot, shoots, almost scores. And New York will send it down, but high stick by the Blazers. And it's funny with these kids, all of them have such good hand-eye coordination, and they can't resist trying to knock a puck out of the air, even if it's 11 feet off the ice. So fantastic hand-eye coordination by Caleb Falkenberg, but it is whistled high stick. Davidson loses the draw of the legs and sent back to the Blazers blue line where Zach Moore will collect the puck. Nice stretch pass over to Ostovic. Ostovic turns and he'll settle things down a bit and get set up. Puck knocked off his stick, but right to Caleb Falkenberg. Nice saucer pass over to Zach Moore. Zach Moore moves it to Davidson in the slot. Davidson forced to turn around. He's got some traffic in front. He's going to go wide. Nice pass to OD. Bennett, puck in the slot. Moore gets it. He shoots through traffic off a defender. Dax has it back. He sets up his centering pass at the stick, but Davidson's there to collect the puck. Davidson forced to spin back. He's behind the net. He cuts out in front and tries to stuff it short side with no luck, and the New York goalie hangs on for a whistle. "51 seconds to go in the power play." They've had a couple good looks, but nothing yet. So they trail this one 2-1 with 9:09 to go in the third. Cooper Lackey on the draw. He'll win it cleanly. Perron leaves it for Murphy. Murphy back to Perron. Oh, Perron tries to go back to the D and it's picked off. Murphy stands his man up. Perron spins. Nice pass to Bennett. Bennett gains the zone. He'll shoot from far out. Goalie forced to make a blocker save. Nice shot there by Bennett. Mason Perron spinning along the boards. Sends it behind the net. But New York gets it first, but Dax is there to pressure. Defender goes down. They will clear the zone, and Ty Glasper forced to chase the puck into his own end. That should just about do it for the power play. 10 seconds left. Ty Glasper looks up ice. He'll send it up to Perron. Perron's pass makes it to his man, almost picked off. It's poked off Dax's stick, and New York will dump it in. We are back to even strength. 8:15 to go in the third period. Ty Glasper, DDD pass to Murph. Murph will move it up to Bennett. Bennett loses the handle, but can't get there in time, but he's in support to try and force. Okay. New York with the offside. .803 to go in the third. Blazers still trying to tie this one up. Rhino in to take the draw. Wins it back to Zach. Zach, backhand pass is picked off. Shot from far out, goes just wide of the net. Zach Moore gets there first. He makes a nice pass to Kelso. Kelso leaves it for Rhino, who's got a head of steam. Rhino cuts through the neutral zone. He goes wide. He's forced wide. He's below the goal line. Centering attempt hits the side of the net and almost pinballs into the center of the crease, but the goalie hangs on for a whistle. Offensive zone draw for Rhino. And not quite sure what happened there, but the refs don't like what they see and they'll blow it down, and we'll try this one again. The ref will toss the New York center, and one of the wingers is forced to take the draw. Let's see if Rhino can capitalize on this. Puck bounces, but Rhino does come away with the puck. His pass to the point is picked off, but he has a second chance here. He'll chip it around the net. Tabachuk will be there first. He'll chip it back to Rhino, and they will bank it off the boards and skate it out to center. Good play by Zach to break up that rush. And Zach will play it out to center. Will it be enough for icing? Yes. All right. .7:05 to go in the third. New York still hanging into a 2-1 lead as the Blazers look to even things up. Bouncing puck. OD comes away with it. His clearing attempt stopped at the point. Murph gets it. He moves it up to Ostapek, who is stripped of the puck. OD pressures. And puck is sent back into the Blazers' end. Falkenberg gets it. He sends it to the blue line, and it does get out of the zone. But they send it right back. Falkenberg gets it again. D to Murph. Murph takes a look. His pass is off the mark. And it's in the New York end. Turnover. Falkenberg at the blue line. He'll send it back down low to Ostapek. Ostapek under pressure loses it. Kept in, but he skates it out, and Davidson has it. He'll bank it off the boards to OD. OD turns and skates it into the blue line where he's muscled off the puck and shoved to the ice. No call. New York with the no-look pass that works, but Lackey steals it. Can't quite clear the zone. Murph gets it. He chips it out, and he will clear the zone. Lackey in hot pursuit. Will he get there first? He lifts his stick. He's muscled off the puck as there are just too many New York players. Mason Perron into forecheck. He will force a turnover. Dax steals it. And Blazers forced to tag up, and New York skates it out to center. Nice little give and go there as they'll send it in and go for a line change. Ty Glasper with some time. He looks up ice. Passes. Nice tap pass or bump pass by Bennett. Lackey goes 1 too many moves at the blue line and offside Blazers. 5:21 to go in the third. Still 2-1 New York. New York wins the draw. They'll bank it up the boards, and they will clear the zone as they come through center with some speed. Oh, nice play by the... we got away with one there. Player tried to split the D, and we're taken down, and no call. Here comes Lackey. He goes in and out. He's forced wide. He's under pressure. Puck goes down low to Dax, who will get it behind the net. He cuts back the other way, tries to center it, but loses the handle. He's under some pressure here. Back to Mason Perron behind the net. But the New York player gets the puck, and Mason Perron will trip his man up, and 4:40 to go in the game. The Blazers have a 2-minute tripping penalty to kill off. If the Blazers have any chance to tie this one up, this is going to be a big penalty kill here. Colton Kelso in to take the draw. Zach Moore, Rhino, and Hudson Lang also on. And New York wins the draw and shot right away. And puck sent down the ice by Rhino. Colton Kelso pressuring his man, almost causes a turnover. New York will skate it out. Hudson Ling forces the puck carrier wide, where Colton Kelso picks up the loose puck. Oh boy. Okay, whew. He drove the net there and almost got one. All right, New York, shot from the point, flutters through, and Maddie hangs on for a whistle. The forward penalty killers will change. Moore and Ling will stay out on the point. Davidson and Tabachuk. It's a crucial defensive zone draw here. 3:58 to go in the game. Blazers still trailing by 1. Davidson wins it over to Tabachuk, who loses the handle. Bill fired around the net, and Zach Moore collects the puck behind his own net. He sidesteps a man, and he'll send it back the other way. Unfortunately, New York gets there first. Pass to the point. Hudson Ling battling for the puck. New York comes away with it. Wraparound attempt, unsuccessful. Oh, Davidson clears it away from the side of the net, and it gets to the blue line, but not out. Shot on net, picked off by Moore. They got numbers. 3-on-2 shaping up here. Tabachuk goes wide. Nice sidestep. He shoots. Oh, just wide of the top corner. Davidson will get the puck along the yards, and this Blazers penalty kill unit is killing some crucial seconds. 28 seconds left to go. Davidson has the puck along the boards. He sidesteps a man. He cuts into the slot. His shot is interfered with by a defender's stick. Didn't get all of it. And New York will skate it to center. 15 seconds left to go in the power play. Shot from out far. Easily saved by Maddie and held onto for a whistle. This Blazers team is running out of time to even things up. 2:51 to go in the third. Still 2-1 New York. New York wins the draw, but the pass to the point goes between the D, and that'll do it for the penalty kill. Ostapek for the turnover. Battle along the boards for it. Ostapek comes away with it still. Centering pass goes to the point to Murph. Murph will put one on net. Bouncing puck. It was more dangerous than it should have been. Goalie had a little bit of an issue with that one. Davidson still out there battling hard. New York comes away with the puck, but Davidson forces a turnover. Puck to the blue line will just out of reach of Falkenberg, and he can't quite keep it in. He'll spin back and banks it off the boards. Or is that Ostapek? It's Ostapek. Ostapek's centering attempt hits a skate. Puck goes to the slot and poked past everyone, where Murph is forced to get to it first. And it's poked past him, but he will get there first. Spin back. Centering attempt goes just out of reach. And here comes New York again. Nice pass into the slot. Shot. Big save by Maddie. They'll move it up the boards. Dax Bennett under pressure immediately. Davidson. He'll try and saucer it through to a streaking Perron, but it hits a skate and goes into the New York zone. 1:32 to go. Maddie's keeping an eye on the bench as they'll be pulling the goalie at some point. And puck is shot out to center. Mason Perron gets it. He looks up ice. He moves it over to Bennett. Bennett turns, he'll send it in deep, and the Blazers goalie goes to the bench for the extra attacker. Okay, puck is banked off the boards and sent down. Icing is the call, and 1:02 to go in the third. Blazers with the extra attacker on. Icing call, so the face-off will be deep in the defensive zone. Looks like we have Ostapek, Kelso, Cummings, Tabachuk, Glasper, and Connor Murphy as the Blazers have 62 seconds to tie this one up. This is an important draw. Looks like Rhino will be taking it. It's on his strong side, so he'll look to win it back. And the ref drops it before he's quite ready. And New York skates the puck behind their net. They'll try and clear the zone, but it hits a shin pad and kept in. Tabachuk sidesteps his man. He spins back off the boards to Ostapek. Ostapek takes a look. Centering attempt, hits a skate. They'll fire it around the boards. Murph along the boards to keep it in. He'll send it back in down deep. Ostapek gets it behind the net. He loses it. Puck rolls on him. Blazers doing a good job of making use of the extra man as they've overwhelmed the defenders. Can't quite get enough control to make a play yet, though. Rhino will hold it in. 25 seconds left to go in the third. New York is killing some valuable time here. 15 seconds to go. They will shoot it down the ice for the empty net and miss. So that will be icing with 9.8 seconds to go. This is a huge face-off. New York wins it, and they will clear the zone, and with 4 seconds left, that should just about do it. It wasn't for a lack of effort. Blazers just couldn't get that equalizer. All right, so for those of you at home, I think there's a shootout happening here. I think they finish every game with a shootout, and that's like a game within a game sort of thing. I'm kind of torn. They're doing two shooters at once. I don't really know who to follow. I apologize to Maddie's parents, but I think I'm going to follow the Blazers shooters. So Oliver O'Donnell is taking the first shot, and I hate these double shootouts, so you can't watch both at the same time. So I'll announce how Maddie fared, but I'm going to follow Oliver here. Okay. So the New York player scored. He faked the shot and went wide on Maddie and tucked it in, and OD lost the handle, it looked like there. All right, we have Owen Ostapek. Okay, New York scored again. The last player went to the backhand on a deke, and this player went to the forehand. All right, Max Davidson. So New York is 2 for 2, and the Blazers are 0 for 2. Maddie was at the top of her crease, and the ref's telling her to back up. I'm not quite sure why, but Davidson dekes and scores, and New York shooter hits the post. I'm not I guess I don't know if it's 3 or 5 shooters or what the deal is. Timekeeper doesn't seem to know what's going on. This is the 4th round. But the timekeeper's waving them over. Maybe it's just 3 shooters. All right, they're gonna go. Next up is Murphy. Maddie with the save. Murphy goes wide. Oh, no. Murphy with the unreal move, and the puck rolls on him. Ooh. Great move, just bad luck, and those are the kind of things that haunt your dreams. All right, Falkenberg, he's up. Oh. So the New York player scores, and I was watching Caleb. I didn't see what happened. And that was it. So it looks like it's just 5 players for the shootout. So a little bit of a disappointing way to start off the tournament. Like Jake and Aaron are watching the game at home. All right, Maddie, player of the game. All right, Max Davidson. Max had a great game. He's literally always all over the ice, and never in a million years would you ever question Max's effort. And Falkenberg also receiving some recognition for his performance today. All right, folks, that's it for this one. We will be back this afternoon as the Blazers look to bring the record to 1-1.